Hello, beautiful people. I'm Berly. I am an OTP Volibear player. I picked High Masters, I don't know, like 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago. Emerald wasn't on the game, so imagine those were prehistoric times. And before the game, I have to do an introduction, so bear with me. Pun. Um, and the other day, I uploaded a video to Reddit explaining. I was explaining a play that I did on the top lane, and I was explaining something that I called essential skills. That are the skills that you have to be very aware of as Volibear. For example, in Darius' case, is his E, because he can kind of stun you and set up his Q, etc., unless you know something about Volibear. And people really liked that stuff, and that gave me the idea of actually joining that with another uh, idea that I had. I was that I wanted to upload every game that I played on this account to a YouTube channel, just to basically record my climb through Grandmaster. That I wanted to do the split. By the way, I didn't know the split ended like in 2 weeks, so I'm not actually doing the climb. I'm just like training now because, as I said, I used to play like 2 years ago. I'm not as good as before. I'm gonna try the climb on the next split. But anyways, what I wanted to do was upload every game that I played with Volibear on this climb, but without commentary. Basically, just my games. But then I started looking on YouTube, and there are a lot of channels like that. You can just look Volibear top lane, Grandmaster Korea, patch, I don't know, 14.6, whatever, and you get the game. So my idea didn't add a lot of value to the Volibear's community, to Volibear's enjoyers, and that is my objective. Giving you guys value. I think that I've learned a lot of things about Volibear that I can share. So, what is my new idea? My new plan? My new plan is to upload, I don't know, one, twice, maybe a week, uh, games that I think that are important, educational, that you guys can get something out of, and basically make a compendium of 3, 4 games for each of the matchups, and basically dissect them and give you all of the tips, all of the things that you have to know about these matchups to win as Volibear. There are some matchups that you cannot win, but that you can also learn from, because sometimes you just have to play passive. It is what it is. Volibear is not an S plus champion in the top lane. You're kind of garbage. So you have to play extremely well, and there are a lot of things that you have to learn from this champion. I think it is a very flexible champion, a very good champion, which has been gutted by Riot lately. But anyways, let's just start with me. One last thing. I actually am gonna start streaming my games starting this Monday, 6th of May, I think. Yeah, 6th of May at 6 p.m. CET, Central European Time. If you want to come by and just, I don't know, talk about Volibear, Theorycraft, I'm all for that. If you wanna give me or tell me your crazy build ideas, full lethality, full crit, full, I don't know, whatever what you wanna do, Volibear support, whatever. You can come by, stop by for my stream. It's gonna be a pleasure talking to you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and let's start analyzing this game. Let's just go here. And on the next game that I upload, I'm gonna just it's gonna be a normal game, not this format. I don't like this recording format. Too much things on the screen. And yeah, let's go. Darius matchup. Very interesting matchup. I like it very much. I encountered a lot of Darius on Diamond Plus. I don't know why people think that maybe Darius counters Volibear. No idea. It doesn't, by the way. It's a skill matchup. I would describe it as Darius is stronger when you and him have summoner. Like basically when both of you have summoner, Darius is stronger. When neither of you have summoners, Volibear is stronger, because your damage is way harder to to dodge without summers than his. So yeah, I started
Minions
with
have
Doran's Ring
spawned.
and 2 pots. Very nice Doran's Ring because your passive is very strong with Doran Rings. He cannot dodge your E. That's a lot of damage. And what you basically wanna do, the idea of the matchup is to burst down Darius before he can get his 5 stacks. I don't like playing tank versus Darius. I don't like playing tank versus Aatrox either. I think that's not the correct way to play. And right here, as you can see, he's stronger than me on level 1. I would say that that is stronger than you level 1, 2. At level 3, you can both do nice trades. At level 4, you can kind of win. At level 5, you win. At level 6, you have to be very careful if he has summoners, because he can cook you very easily. And here something happens, he wastes his Q, I just start beating him. And well, this is just some bronze shit, by the way. Look at this. Okay, let's let's analyze. What happened here is that is flash, but he timed his level up timer incorrectly. So I thought he's gonna level up, flash, skill W, and W me with 5 charges, and I die, so I have to flash. But then he just kind of did something weird and misplayed, and I misplayed as well. Forget that play. It was horrible. Right now he has level 3, I have level 2, but he wasted his E. So I actually engage here. Why? Because I have Ignite. A way stronger summoner in that situation that Ghost. I also knew that my level 3 was coming, so I E the minion wave, and with my passive I managed to kill them because I have Doran's Ring and my passive is very strong, as well as my E. So I level up, I ignite Darius, he can escape with his, because he doesn't have flash, and he has to eat my damage with a Q stun, W, E, and the ignite, and he's basically dead. He was playing aggressive because he was level 2, he was level 3, I was level 2, but he didn't expect my level up. And that thing, by the way, the level up timers, that they do not know how to predict that or time that until Grandmaster, I think. Level 2 is actually easy, but level 3 and level 4, they don't know how to do that in Masters. And that play was basically possible because Darius wasted his E. Very important. He's the most vulnerable when he doesn't have E. You have to be very careful when he has E, because that can lead to very bad plays for you. Here, I crashed the wave because I saw that Vi was top lane, and Darius, an immobile champion that doesn't have summoners, is a free kill. I act like a monkey here. I start hitting the minions to bait Darius to come in. Yeah, and he's dead because Vi is here. That's just jungle, by the way. Jungle being jungle, very strong role. And I would say that there are 3 things that you have to be very good if you want to get to diamond, for example, with Volibear. No, not get to diamond. Just to be a very good Volibear player, you have to be very good at E placement. Is very important at early levels. You have to be very good at wave management. Wave management is super important as Volibear. Why? Because you are an immobile champion. You can escape a gank. So if you always have the wave in the incorrect position, you're just inviting the enemy jungler to gank you. And if you're always pushing, for example, you don't let your jungler gank the enemy. And the last thing, of course, is diving mastery. Let's say you have to be very good at diving people with Volibear. Those are the 3 things that I would say are very important with Volibear. Here I try to stop the minion wave close to my turret. Why? Because I want to play in this side of the map. close to my turret. I'm gonna get level 6 now, and I'm gonna try to do an engage on Darius. Proc his bone plating. Rengar is coming, but actually I don't care. I'm level 6. Ignite to Darius, he's dead. Rengar uses ultimate, so she's actually useless for another minute. And Rengar is half HP. I have ultimate. He actually just prepared my dive. I'm gonna try to push this as fast as possible. I'm not gonna waste any of my skills on the minion wave, because I want to dive Rengar. And I want to engage as fast as possible. Why? I don't even use my ultimate. Why did I engage as fast as possible? Just for so Rengar doesn't get the ability to get his empowered W and remove my cleanse, remove my stun with his empowered W. And as you saw, Jinx was actually pinging the Rengar. Why? Because look at the bottom side. She's actually playing on their turret. So that's how League players function. If you're playing on the turret, you actually think that you deserve a gank. So she thinks that she deserves a gank, but then she sees that her jungler is actually dying on the top side to the enemy top laner. So in that play, we actually set Darius a bit more behind than he was before. We set Rengar a bit more behind than he was before. We wasted his ultimate, so he's gonna be useless for another minute. And we actually tilted the ADC on the bottom side. And I'm playing with Ignite. I don't have teleport. So imagine, look at the pings. Look at the pings. So imagine the impact that you can have as a top laner. Of course, I'm not saying that a top laner can have the same impact as a jungler, as a mid laner, or as bot side. We are actually the stinky ones on the team. But you know, you can actually make something happen with Ignite. Right now, I'm just doing the Void Grubs. The lane is well for me. I found his bone plating. I don't like freezing. I think it's not... I don't know. I simply don't like it. Right now, I'm way stronger than him, so I'm looking for a fight. I have ultimate. He wastes his E. I go back in again. Combo. And he pulls ghost. I just back. I don't need anything else from him right now. I chunk him to half HP. I have my ultimate. I have flash, ignite. That's a dive. That's a dive. So this dive is gonna be... I'm gonna slow this down, because this dive is a mistake, both micro and macro wise. Let's just play it out. Yeah. Actually, I think we don't need... Flash. Okay. I got a kill. Was that play worth it? It was fucking horrible. Let's dissect it. Okay. So, what I did here was just hit the turret so I don't lose my passive. There you go. Here, there's a mistake here. First, I know Darius has flash, because I have a flash and we wasted it at the same time. And we used them at the same time. But then I condense all of my damage in a spot that Darius can get off just by flashing. I put my E on top of him, my ultimate on top of him. He's out of the stun. He just needs to flash. And that's exactly what he does. Look. This E is useless. My ultimate is useless. Of course, in terms of damage, I'll still get the shield and the turret is disabled. But then Rengar appears. Not only is that a micro mistake, it's also a macro mistake. Why? Because I saw Rengar on the bottom side like a minute ago. So I know that he must be topside because he shouldn't be bottom side again, like, or still. So he must be topside, and I'll still go for the dive. And I used all my stuff and all my resources without, yeah, without thinking that the Rengar was topside. Well, not without thinking, because I remember that in this game I actually thought maybe Rengar is topside, but I said I don't care. I'm just gonna dive him. I'm just an aggressive player. That's something that I have to fix if I want to get higher on the rank. And there is that my dives, basically I have to plan my dives better, respecting the position where the jungler may be. Something like that. So that's a micro mistake. A micro, I don't know. Micro mistake. I used all my skills in a place where Darius can just flash away from. I didn't track the Rengar, so I'm now in a 2v1 on the turret without skills, without cooldowns, with Flash Ignite. This Darius is gonna die. There's no way you're leaving this. But let's see what happens. Yeah, you saw. He dies, blah blah. I ignite him. So I died. I gave Rengar 700 gold. Look at my team. Sivir. Wait, I don't want to fed Rengar versus Sivir. Wait. So that is a mistake by me. And let's say that I was I was one. Let's say that the Darius was a one in terms of gold and I don't know, and power in general, and I was a 5 just before this play. Now I may be a 6 because I got gold from Darius and I got the minion wave and stuff, and he didn't get these minions that are dying on the turret. But then um, after this play, I am a 6 and Darius is a 3 because he got the not the Darius, the enemy team is a 3. Why? Because I gave Rengar a shutdown. I am losing tempo because I am dead. I'm losing experience. I'm losing minions. I'm losing. The Darius is behind, yes, but then the enemy team at first was a 1. I was a 5. There was a difference of 4, but then I am a 6. But the enemy team is a 3. So even though I got ahead a bit, the difference in power actually decreased. They are now 3 points behind in power. Let's say I'm just making this up, but for you guys to understand, they are actually behind just in a scale of 3 points. So this play is not good because it doesn't increase my lead compared to the enemy team. It actually closes the gap in power. So it is a terrible play. And as we discussed before, not only in micro, but in macro as well. So let's just keep going. I die here like a monkey. It's fine. Look, 22 seconds before I can play the game again. It isn't as bad because Darius actually died. So he can just get these minions. But the Rengar is getting them. And he's getting stronger. So that play wasn't ideal. It wasn't ideal, to be honest. Okay, look at me. Look at my items, by the way. Hunting guys, this shit. The codex or Rhythmaker. But swiftness. Swifties are extremely broken versus Darius. Well, Swifties are extremely broken in general, but versus Darius as Volibear, they're extremely broken because they let you evade, dodge his Q way easier, and his W is not as effective. You'll see on the trading patterns now with the Swifties that his W is actually barely noticeable. Pun, barely noticeable when you have Swifties. And they actually just make you faster than he is, just by default. So that's also nice. Yeah, something is happening here in the bot side. I'm looking at it just to see if How my team's doing. And actually, before, like here, let's say that the actually, I don't know what the Rengar is. Well, I know now because someone on my team has the ultimate, like the Rengar ultimate thingy, because he just ulted. But let's say that I didn't know that Rengar was bot side. I actually know that Rengar is bot side. Why? Because of Darius positioning. Look at this guy. My man is in Narnia. Because he knows he's weaker than me. He doesn't have ultimate, nor flash, nor ghost. So look at this guy is playing from Copenhagen. Like he's Copenhagen. This guy's playing super passive, so I know that the Rengar is not topside. So yeah, before, let's say before I was actually here, yeah, right here. Look, right here, I could have actually killed the Darius or make a trade, a small trade, and chunk him, but I don't actually know if if Rengar is here, because look at how aggressive he's playing. He's playing super aggressive. Look. So I don't know if Rengar is in the top side right now. I think Rengar is, because look at how aggressive he's playing. So I don't engage here. This is actually a mistake by Darius. He's look at Rengar. I thought Rengar was here. So that's why I'm not engaging. Because I don't see Rengar on the map. But right now, when Rengar goes back, you saw the positioning of let's speed this up. You saw the positioning of Darius. Look at my guy. He's so yeah, that's a way you can like let's say track the jungle. Just seeing the behavior of the enemy top laner. I just put a ward here just to see if the top side jungle was up. I saw Rengar on the bot side now, and he actually just, I don't know if he was looking at bot side. Look, see how easy it is to dodge Darius Q with Swifties. Look at this. Very simple engage. Swifties, very nice. No healing for you, sir. And I can actually just bite your head off. He's half HP. I don't have ultimate, so I can dive him. But I'm applying pressure. I'm applying pressure so he can back. And I'm just waiting for my ultimate. And my ultimate is there. My ultimate is horrendous, but anyway. I'm just too far ahead. Can I just kill him? Oops. Now, look. It was like before, he was half HP, but unfortunately he had the empowered W prepared because he was doing jungle, I think. So I can actually dive him. And I have ignite, so I think let's do the same as I did minutes before with Rengar on their turret and just dive him. But I thought, okay, he probably has flash. I don't have flash, so if I die, I give him 450 gold. He gets maybe I get 300 gold. But then the difference in power that I was talking before, maybe I am a 7 now, and they were a 3 before, I was a 6. Maybe killing Rengar puts me at a 7, but then they are at a 5 now because they get more gold from me. You see, another difference in power instead of 3 is actually 2. That is very important to know as Volibear. Like, you can actually make dives, but not because you can dive people very easily means that you have to do it all the time. It's just It's a very simple concept, but it was a concept that I struggled a lot when I started playing Volibear. Here I think there's a fight. No, no. As you saw, I just pushed the lane and started moving to mid lane. I like to do this just in case something a fight breaks off. I closer to the fight because I don't play. I'm not playing with teleport here. By the way, I recommend always going Flash Ignite versus Darius. It's very nice. They usually just go Flash Ghost, so you don't need teleport to match them on the side. And here it's just... There is a Herald. Do I get the Herald? I don't remember. I also like to get Herald most of the time, just to apply pressure, because I am almost always winning the lane. Unless there is something like a Vayne, a Queen, maybe Jax. So I force the enemy team to answer me on the side lane. That's how I like to play the game. And the occasional team fight. Here I was waiting for someone to show up at the top side. No one did, of course. I see the entire enemy team on the bot side, so I just decide to push. I don't use Herald here. Why? Because Jinx and Lulu are on mid, so they can answer me quickly, and I want to get the most amount of, let's say, gold and advantage from the Herald. So I'm thinking of it's just a very standard combo. It's not even a combo, it's just using all your abilities on the Ranger. It's not a combo. But anyways, what I was saying about the Herald. The Herald is very important because... Can I explain? Yeah, nothing happens here. The Herald is very important because what I was thinking was I'm gonna stay with the Herald until Baron or Drake spawn. So when the fight breaks in either of the objective, I can be on the opposite side of the map with the Herald and Darius and making a hole. Darius can't stop me anymore. So I can just go from tier 2 to tier 3 to inhib if they're fighting here on Baron or on Drake. So that's why I didn't just use the Herald randomly to take a chunk out of this turret. Let's see, Volibear. The only champion that I don't want to face is Akali, because Akali is disgusting. For Volibear is actually an unplayable matchup. Something is happening here. I see that the enemy team is on the mid lane, so I just try to collapse. Garen thinks like same as me, and we're collapsing. But then something interesting happened here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
What can I do here? I can actually just go in from here to here. Q, E the Jinx, and I'll just probably get Polymorph, blah blah blah, and they will probably die. Why? Because Garen is also coming, and we are fed, and Jinx can kill me right now. But what I decide to do is the following. I actually, because I am AP Volibear and I need my passive, I start charging my passive on the minion wave. And I don't go in right now. Why? Look at Garen. Garen is here, Vi is here, and I'm here. If I go in here, I'm gonna be 3v1 for at least 3 seconds. I'm extremely fed, and it's probably fine because I'm fed. But if I was I don't know, 2-1 and 100 CS, I die here. So that is a good practice to wait for your team to engage as Volibear. And it's a very easy trap to fall in as Volibear, to just engage, and don't look at where your team is, because your champion is designed to do that, to engage. You have to be very careful how you engage, and you have to keep an eye on your teammates and the enemy. Uh, like there's a lot of concentration. There's a lot of concentration of damage. Let's say she has a lot of damage. She's actually a support that can um, make my life miserable just by polymorphing. And remember, Volibear's ultimate doesn't stop polymorph anymore, which is hilarious, by the way. Just ulting and getting polymorph in the middle of it is amazing. Thank you, Riot Games. So, anyways, what I do here is this is actually this is fixing two of my problems. Is charging my passive, hitting the minions, and it's making time for Garen and Vi to join the fight. So let's see. I charge my passive, she starts hitting me here. So that is time that I'm buying. And now, look, I don't go in yet. You see? Now I go in. Flash from Garen. We get polymorph, which is fine. And yeah, we just kill Lulu here. Delete it. Anyways. Well, and this is just some Volibear stuff. Yeah, he's just too behind to do anything, even if he has passive charge. I think they just surrender here. Yeah, they just surrender. And yeah, that will be it. I think... Okay. I hate the record feature on League of Legends. It's not that I hate it, that they have it. It's just that I hate how it's implemented. I think it's trash. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So I think that was a big, a good explanation or analysis of this game. It was a very easy game. Like, look at the difference in gold, almost 8k. My whole team was winning. Maybe not winning, but they were neutral. Um, so, and because I destroyed the top lane, this was a win every day of the week. So yeah, I think it was a good analysis. If you, I don't know, just tell me in the comments if you want this stuff or not. Um, I'm gonna try and do a more lengthy games, but this one was the only one I found that was somehow or somewhat educational, because the other one, I don't know, I was playing versus Nafiri top lane, Karma top lane, all that garbage that is not, I don't know, that's not educational. That's just waiting on the turn to for your team to do stuff. Um, and yeah, if you like this type of video, well, I don't mind. To be honest, I don't care if you like it or not. I'm just gonna keep doing it because I think it adds value to the community. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. If you have any recommendations of stuff that I should be doing, I don't know, in terms of commentary, maybe runes. I didn't discuss the runes that I took. I took Conqueror because it's a very versus Darius is a strong. It's a long fight. You get a lot of value from Conqueror. Actually, I didn't this game because Darius just blew up before I could get Conqueror stacked. Triumph is very good for your dives. You actually just get almost always with 50 HP, so it's very nice. Alacrity is very good because you get more attack speed for your AP build. Last stand, self-explanatory. Volibear is very comfortable at 40 to 30% HP, but actually he's not as comfortable at 30% HP when he's versus Darius or Garen, for example, because they just ult you and you die. Oh well, last stand is fine. Maybe in this matchup I get the one that is that deals more damage when the enemy is low health. I get Demolish, very nice for taking plates early on, and Bone Plating because um, I don't know, I like Bone Plating. You could get the Revitalize, I think it was called. It's nice as well. Rune stats, 10% attack speed, the same reason as Alacrity, your AP Volibear. You need attack speed. I would go for 9 ability power, and I go for 65 HP because um, I mean, I have to test this, but I don't know if the 180 health from the stacking rune of HP is worth it to give that HP from the early levels. Like you have 65 HP from level 1, so I have like 800 at level 1, and I like to trade early on with Volibear at level 3, level 4, level 5. But maybe in this matchup against Darius is probably better to get the stacking, the stacking rune, the HP stacking. I don't think it goes from 18 HP to 180. I think, I don't know, something like that. Because you don't trade at level 1, you don't trade at level 2. You maybe trade at level 3. Most of you probably won't trade at level 4 and 5 because, uh, well, actually you can. I don't know. I have to do some testing to see what's better, this rune or the stacking rune on this particular matchup. But yeah, the 65 HP rune is nice, so you can go with it. There's nothing wrong with 65 HP at level 1. So yeah, yeah, and I think that would be it. If you like the video, just, you know, I don't know, like something, that stuff that people, that YouTubers, I was gonna say, Jesus, that people said on YouTube. And yeah, bye. I plan on uploading another one next weekend. And remember, if you want to discuss something about Bolivar, you can come to my stream 6 p.m. CET, Central European Time, and yeah, we can just talk about the bear. Bye.